Now then, welcome back to another episode on the Hypermine server, playing some more vanilla Minecraft. How are you today? How you doing? Well, I've started over here. You've already seen all this stuff, but I'm starting over here because during Hypermine Day, this last Wednesday, I started building something over there. We did another Hypermine Day, lots of live streaming from all sorts of people who are on the Hypermine server and part of the Hypermine community. It started the day with Lapis and Darkfan, who came over here and cleared a load of sand out for me because she needed a load of sandstone for her Venice build. And then it carried on from there. And while I was watching all of the live streams during the day, I built this, a gatehouse for my city. It started out. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I quite like it. I quite like it a lot. Yeah, so if you want to check out the Twitch VODs, the videos on demand on Twitch, then there is a link down below for my Twitch account, and you can go and have a look at the past broadcasts, the videos, and you'll see most of this being sorted out and messed around with during the live stream. I built most of it off camera during the day while I was watching the other Hyperminers do their live streams, and then I came and did it on my live stream, and I've been finishing it off since. I say finishing it off, it's not quite finished yet, but it's getting there. And I hear lots of zombies. Zombies must be down there. This used to be a cave entrance and I just blocked it all off so they can't get out to me. Yeah, so I spent quite a bit of time on the door, to be honest. I spent quite a bit of time on the door. Probably more time on the door than I did building the structure. I'm quite good with structures, but then the detail work, all of these panels that you see here are out of clay, all of the little panels down the sides and the big panels down the main towers, they're going to have some detail work done to them. I keep hearing that zombie and I don't know whether he's doing anything. So yeah, I'm just building the structure first, and then I'll work on the detail and then copy the detail over various parts. The wall section there is just like the first wall section. I'm planning on expanding the walls out over there and surround the entire city with wall sections. And then I've also got to copy it and bring it over to this side as well and copy it. I think the copying it is the hardest part, maybe, because, well, when you've got something already built, it's difficult to copy it exactly without running backwards and forwards all the time. So I'm going to have to make it as simple as possible to start off with and just get the structures built, and then copy the structure, and then make the detail happen, and then copy the details across. At the moment, I've got this bit here of the wall, and I'm quite happy with the general structure of it. I just need to put more detail in a bit later on, but that will work on later today. And in the grand door, I've got a doorway. Hello doorway, and a little walk through so I can get from one side of the tower to the other side of the tower without passing all the way through the door and then having to run around the block. So yeah, that's door on both sides. So this is the internal. This is going to be a courtyard. This is currently just sand, full of sand that there was digging out over here. We started off back over that way in the last episode. Then Jan came along, and where the torches end, that's where Jan got up to. And then this next section here, I've cleared out most of it, and Lapis also came over and cleared out a good half of it at least. And Darkfan came over and helped out and cleaned a load out as well. And I've started setting up for cleaning out the next section. But while I've got all this sand stored up over here, it's meant to go down to the sand warehouse down there, but I'm going to use it to build the walls and stuff. I figured while there's all this sand here, I may as well start using it. So I've started constructing the towers and all that kind of stuff, and figuring it all out, and working out a layout and where I want to take it and all that kind of stuff, the overall size and shape of things. I'm thinking that I'm going to end up with another 2 towers on this corner over here and that corner over there. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. So yeah, that's the general idea. And today I wanted to start planning out at least the base section of the wall. So I'm trying to figure out where to begin. I've got a simple section there, 4 blocks, then 3 blocks of clay, then 5 blocks with a feature in the middle, 3 more blocks of clay, and then 4 blocks. And then I've got a 3 wide tower. So I know that I'm going to be going along here, 4 blocks from there to go through that next section. And I've also got to fill in all of the ground underneath it as well. So I've got to fill all this in on the way. And I think that I've set it up so that this section over here will be... well, I think I'm going to have to go with some sandstone normal here. Because it fits just into this section. It fits into this section. Now, this is looking better on the inside. So I've got the clay there, so that this tower will look okay, and it's got the thing on the top. I might put the clay on this side as well, just for keeping things fairly cool looking. But from this side, you're not going to see the clay, but the clay is just a reminder of where I need to start. So it's going to be like this all the way along. And I've already made a mistake. Good job, me. There we go. And then there'll be go 3 across, and then we go another 2, 3, 4, 5, and then pop some more down here and do 3 more of these, and so on and so on. Oh, actually, those last few. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Am I doing this right? I'm doing it wrong. I think I'm doing it wrong. Because this side's now going to be a little bit smaller. It's because this drops away so much. Oh, it can be sandstone on the bottom. That's okay, yeah. Okay, so we'll start with, how far down do I want to go? Sandstone up to there is okay. There we go. So I'm going to fill in all the way here. I had thought about doing something with the water section, but for now I think I'm just going to fill it in and then start building some kind of oasis next to the walls. So I want to get this next section of walls just sort of planned out first and figure out where we're going to go from there. And then maybe, just maybe, I'll start working on this and make it a little bit more green and grassy, because obviously the source of water makes a big difference, and we should have a little bit there. But I would like first to know exactly where my wall is travelling and where to start thinking about changing the plan, because at the moment I've got this this band here, this kind of bit here, which may need to be moved. I may need to change the layout of the river. The river already gets very narrow back there, and I want it quite a fat river, like a Nile river. So I'm going to change that around a little bit, but I just need to know where roughly the wall's going to come to. So I'll start with that, and then figure out the rest on the way. So it's just spacing it all out and figuring out where things are going to go, what things are going to fit where, and how it's all going to look when we're done. And also sleeping. I think at the minute Lapis is on. Yes, Lapis is doing her coffee morning, so she's sleeping. Good. She's probably doing some more Venice build. That's what she's been up to. Building more Venice, which is awesome. Her Venice build is pretty cool, isn't it? Have you seen it? If you haven't seen it, then you really should. You should check it out. Okay, so we're going 4 across. Well, we're actually going to go the whole length with these blocks first, aren't we? So I should start again. I should start again and just have everything prepared and ready and know what I'm doing before I start an episode today. Yes, I should. Let's take that. So I just need to get a rough idea of how far along this is going to go before I need to build a structure at the end here. And then from the structure, I'm going to go across that way 1 wall length, and then go that way 1 wall length, and then try and go that way to join up somewhere. So it's all about planning out where it's going to go. I don't want to build the whole wall just yet. I want to plan it all out. Plan it. I currently have cooked chicken on me. Now, I'm normally a steak person because I've got a steak farm, but I managed to fall off the top of a tower and ended up respawning at spawn, so I had to rob some chicken from a place on the way past in order to survive the harshness of yeah, harshness of running all the way back on my death run. 3, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 more, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one would be out, I think. Yes, and then this would be out 3. So I can bring this tower out like that. It comes out 3, like so, and then comes across 3, like so. Right, that looks about right to me, and then I would start another 4 from there and build across. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plan it out so I can see where the wall sections are supposed to go, just like that, down that way a little bit further. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wall sections until I hit the water. And then, of course, it has to be a little bit awkward and comes out into the water slightly. But that's okay. We can deal with that. I was expecting to have to change the river to make the river flow past the walls a lot more anyway. So it's okay. And I've started doing this, just sort of filling in where it needs to be filled in. And I think that this section probably needs to be filled in like so. And then jump up on top. Good, good. And then just keep building it up. And I'm using this even underwater, just in case the underwater becomes something people look at. And then I've got to figure out how to turn it this way. So with, let's see, so I get 4 coming in and then 3 going out. That's generally the size and shape of it. That's generally the size and shape of the wall. And then at this point, I would have another, what would it be, 3 out there, and then another 4 coming in, and then maybe another 3 going out, like so, and then the wall section would carry on like this. So that's a normal wall section. Lapis, you're gonna sleep? Lapis is gonna sleep, please, please. Shall I run and get a bed? By the time I get running over there, she's probably already at the bed, already doing the sleepy. The sleepy sleep. Do the sleepy sleep thing. No, she's not. Oh, come on, quick. Let's go. I really don't want things spawning around here. Oh, they've already started. They've already started. Okay. Day, clear, dud. Okay, I gotta get rid of these guys. I really need to actually light the place up. That would be good, wouldn't it? Actually light the place up a little bit. I mean, some of these... Boom, got it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, some of these areas are well lit. Like the village itself is well lit. I would like to consider putting a proper wall around the village as well. But I don't want to make it massive. It's not going to be a big city wall. It's just going to be an internal town wall. Because then I'll keep all of the villagers kind of all hooked up in the same area all the time. But anyway, let's work on this. So... at this point, I need to go that way, which means that my little sticky outy tower should be at the edge of everything. The edge of the wall. Normally it would be 2 ramparts of the wall, as it were, and the wall would pass straight through them. But at this stage here, I need to tend it that way. So this one has got to go, innit? That's not going to be part of it, but that could be where people walk through. I could then make this slightly out by 3. So it's 3 out there, 3 out here, and then get rid of this section and start bringing it this way. I could just do it like that, I suppose. But then I would have to also break this down a little bit so that there's a 3 wide gap there, so that this then goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and this comes out there, and then we get the 3. That might work. It's going to look a bit odd, but still. Oh, that's going to be like a pronounced section on the top. So say we're on the top of the battlements here. When you get to the corner there, this will be like a pronounced little area Maybe I want it to come out another block out here, maybe. Just so it feels a little rounder. A little more rounded on the edge there. That's going to feel a bit odd though, isn't it? So maybe I need to bring it out like that a touch. So it's a little bit more fortress-like, buttress-like on the side there, on the corner. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Okay, so we're going to translate that over to here and start filling it all in. So I've got the 3, which is there, and then I need another one coming out this way. So I might be able to reclaim some of them blocks, but for one, it's not really that big a deal. And then another one here. Bring that up this way. Oh, dang it. Give me that block back. Give back. Thank you. All lovely and dark down here for you. Sorry. And then get rid of that. And then from that, or from those 2, should I say? No, I've done it wrong, haven't I? Already not figured it out right. Okay, so that comes out. This one here is where we need to go to make that right. And then up here to make that bit right. Man, I've got to figure myself out. Got to check myself before I wreck myself. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it. Right, there, and jump up. Okay. So this one can go, this one can go. So that's that, and then we're going out 3 here, aren't we? So yeah, it's easy to figure out what you're doing when you know you've got a plan. You've got to plan ahead. You've got to plan it out and know what you're doing. Darkfan has joined to join Lapis on the stream, I see. Let's go there like that. Okay, so that works just like that, yeah. Okay, and then the next bit was to bring it in 3 blocks. Okay, so then that's a 3, and then we bring it in 3 here. Okay, so that, and then bring it in 3. Okay, and then on the 4th one we start the pattern again. Yes, but we start with 4. Is that right? No, it should be 3. It should be just 3. Yeah, it should be just 3. And then it's the same pattern over again. 1, 2, 3, and then we would go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is good. We're working it. And then the detail work will go down into the water as well. So let me just fill this water in and build this up a little bit. Okay, so we've got quite a section going at the minute. I have sorted the corner out as best as I'm going to right now. It's even, it's straight, it's good. I may take those 2 out there and there just to make it a little bit more open from the inside. It just comes out, little buttress thing going on. Just looking over the water. I'll probably put some sort of window system in there at some point. But we've got a nice 3 wide gap going all the way to the far tower. When we turn the corner, we've got a 3 wide gap going there. The only difference is at this tighter corner, the 2 wall sections join slightly differently, but evenly still. And we go off with a similar wall section running off, which is good. But when I got to this sort of point, I realised that that wall section may not turn this way so easily because of all this over here, this great big thing. So I'm now working on figuring out to make sure that that will work before I go breaking down all the walls and making this a new wall and all that kind of stuff. So what are we up to? We've got 1, 2, 3. Well, we've got the 4. Yeah, that's good. So then we go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that goes into there like that. I'm running out of resources as well. I've been making this so long-winded. And then this would be the turn. Oh, well, that's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. I might do a straight turn without a tower. That's where the tower would go normally, the little tower on the end. But if I do a straight turn here, 1, 2, 3 wide, and then this way. Hold on. Let me sort this out again. It does. Oh, look at that. It comes straight up next to it. Oh my days. I don't believe that worked out the way it did. I'm hoping it's going to work out properly some more as well. So then this comes along here. And we're going to go with, well, it'll be 3. Like that, to keep that nice and even. And then bring that along here. And then 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counting with Nemsun episode. 5. And then 1. No, that's the wrong block. Wrong block. I'll try again. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I can probably go again after that. That's pretty cool. Alright. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you know why I do things off camera, because I don't want to just sit here counting blocks in front of you. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and then out into the corner. And then we have another buttress corner. Buttress. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. I don't know if this side's going to fit in the same way though. But that's something to figure out. If it does, then that is perfectly awesome. And I won't have to change the Parthenon much. Or rather, I wouldn't change the Parthenon anyway. But I won't have to change the corner of it there. I can have that all part of the whole wall design. Cool. Alright. So, I got to get some more wall building done. Got to get a lot more wall building done. There's 1, 2 sections there, 1, 2 sections there. So that's going to be nice and even as well. 2 sections of wall, 2 sections of wall. I can change that section of the wall to be whatever I want. It's going to be quite high, so it's going to cover the Parthenon. And I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that covered. Or whether I need to come up with a different sort of wall sloping design around here to protect it, but not cover it. Or maybe raise it. I don't want to raise the whole thing. That would be silly. How could I wrap it around without disturbing it? I'm going to have to make the wall smaller. That's the only way I can do it, really, isn't it? Otherwise, it's going to be like that stuck in the corner somewhere. It's just stuck away in the corner, just like hiding away in the corner. But raising it all up now, that's another problem that I'm not really that keen on solving right now. Could be done with a bit higher than the wall, which is going to be massive. It's going to be up a full block or 2 above where it is right now. That's crazy. Am I that crazy? I don't know. Tune in next time to find out. I don't know. I need to figure out the whole wall pattern to see if I can like stagger it down and make it the largest here and then maybe bring it down a couple of blocks each time. Now I know where I'm heading to, maybe bringing it down a couple of blocks each time, stepping it down so it's a smaller wall around that outside edge and then make a larger wall on the other side all over again. But that is working out quite nice. What do you think? Do you like it? Yeah? Leave down below in the comments. Thank you all very much for watching. I will be back with some detail work, no doubt, by next week. Hopefully I'll have had time to build things and improve on it and figure out where it's all going down there. And I will see you in the next episode. So, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you very soon for some more Minecraft. And if not, tune in on Wednesday for some more streaming on the Hypermine server. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.